Alright guys, Kazoo71 here, Ark Survival Evolved. Let's continue on with this round base build. Like I was mentioning to you guys before, you can extend it out as far as you want. Now, just to kind of refresh what I did with this one, to show you guys a ramp, how to get to the second floor. We're going to continue right here. So you're going to start with 6 triangles in the middle. You're going to put these squares on each of these sides. Let's show you guys what I mean. You see the square and the square, so you're going to have these squares all the way around, and in the middle of those are going to go the triangle. Now as you go out, you're going to continue to go out with these squares where the squares are, and that's what you're going to continue to do, and the triangles are going to go in the middle. So I'm going to extend this base a little bit. I'm going to talk for just a moment, then I'm just going to speed it up and play some music as I extend it out a couple of rounds, and then I'll show you guys, and we'll pick back up and go here. Alright, so I'm using this as a demolition gun with superstructure. So we'll take this off. Let's start with this. I have these in my hotkeys, so we're going to go with the I'm going to go with the squares first, and like I said, we're going to go out 2, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to bump them out 2 here, and then just to make it a little bigger, and I'm only going to go out, I'm going out 2, but I'm going to go out 1 more when I do the build, and I'm going to show you guys what I mean. That was wrong. Let's pick that up. Alright, and I'll show you what I mean, because I do a porch. Like, I like to do porches on my builds. You don't have to, but as you can see, like over here on this big one I did a porch. And all I'm doing is extending it out a couple, or however I want with a porch, and that's what I want to do here. And I'll show you guys in a minute what it looks like when I get to that. Well, not in this one, but... So, let's take a look-see. Let me do a little cheat fly real quick. So, I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing so you can see how it looks. Let me take my chibi off. He's always in the way. Get off of there. Alright, so you can see how I'm doing this, where it looks like. And let's get back to the ground and let's finish this part. Let's go walk again. And then in between these, you're going to use all triangles, okay? So these are going to all be triangles. And don't matter how you put them, except for you don't want to put them stacked like this, like a big dummy. But they go all the way around. So these have to be triangles, guys, or it won't work, okay? So let's get these filled in. Alright, so once you got these filled in all the way around how you want it, so this, like I said, I'm going to leave this in the middle here, and I'll show you guys what I'm going to do in a second. So we're going to go ahead and grab some walls, and then we're going to slap some walls down in a gateway. I told you guys we do a gateway on here, so I'm going to grab one of these gateways out of here just to start it. I'll do one on each side to show you guys, and then we'll continue on. So let's grab some walls. We'll grab a couple of doors. I need 2 of these just to start with. Let's grab half of these. These are going to be heavy. Barely going to be able to move, but I got this. As you can see, there's 2, so I can center it on this one. It just won't snap. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the walls first. Let's do a couple walls here just so I can show you. Alright, so there's walls there. Let's just build them up a little bit here. Okay, so you see I do have 2 here. So I can snap a wall gateway in here. It's just these gateways will not snap. And I don't know why they don't do that on the triangles. They do snap on the squares, but they won't snap on the triangles. So you're the best guess. Kind of look it like that. Snap that sucker in there. And it's kind of off a little bit. You could put it back a little if you want, but I'm going to leave it right there just to show you guys. I don't care. And then if I was going to do the symmetrical on the other side, let's do this. Let's take it off. Take this off. Oh, it's not going to work. There it goes. That way it's right in the middle. This is just me. I'm just one of those guys that like it all perfect. Alright, so we're going to be the same way the gateway is where the door is going to be here. And we'll do one on the other side too. So let's just see. If I was going to... This might break my whole wall. Yep, that's okay. I got more. Then I would gateway the same side on this one. So let's put these walls up. Right there. Right there. And then there and there. And then we're going to go with the gateway in the middle. So I have the same door on each side. So this is just a double-sided gate. You don't have to do this, guys. I'm just showing you how to do. This is how I like to do them. So then you have that gateway there. And now if I build these up, like I said on the last one, I like to build them up as high as that at least. So we're going to go one higher. And I'm going to slap these all the way around, guys. I'm just going to use... I'm putting no doors because I use those gateways of the door. So I'm just going to use these. I'm going to go all the way around. We're going to build this up, and then I'll pick you guys back up when I get them as high as I want. Alright, so we got the walls all the way around 5 high. This is going to be on my second floor. My second floor is going to actually be 4 high. So now that we have that done, let me grab a couple of pieces so we can work on the ramps. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a double doorway here and a double doorway here. Now these are superstructures. That's why you see the arrows. It tells me which way it's going to go. We're going to take these walls and we're going to stack these walls up. These walls need to be 4 high as well, or 5 high as well, just like the other one. You can put windows and stuff. You can build whatever you want. I'm just doing this out of stone because it's easy to see. But this got to be 5 high too. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need more walls too. Have any more? Let's get more. Let me grab some more walls and then we'll be right back. All right, let's finish these walls. 5 high circle. Another thing too is, like, if you really want to make it cool, if you got that time and the stuff, man, make the circle out of glass, or you know, the what do you call it, the greenhouse stuff. So now, like I showed you guys in the last one, let's put these ramps in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch stuff in my inventory. Let's just take these. I'm gonna put these triangles here, put these ramps here. And we're going to work on these. So we're going to go every other one, like I said. Up. Up. And like I said, 4 high is where we're going. So 4. So that's where it's going to be. So let's take the ramps. And we're going to ramp it up. Ramp it up. Alright, cool. So now we have the ramp all the way up. So as you can see, it kind of goes to where I want it to go. And I just missed the ramp as I was walking up. So then what I'm going to do, because this is where the door is going to be, so what you're going to do is you're going to do one more. So let's take a, do I have another wall? I don't. We'll do it in a bit. I don't need to do it right now. I'll show you guys in a bit. Let's take this out. We are going to take this wall out. I need to get another doorway. Hang on, let me grab this real quick. One more door there, and then let's go ahead and grab, what was I saying, a couple more walls. Just grab a couple walls so I can show you what I'm talking about. And then here, by the way, too, we'll put ramps here too on each side. That way you got a ramp up there. But once I get up here, then I'm going to take what I want to do. Hold on a second. I want to do this the right way. The reason I'm going to do this, oops, is so I can break that. No, I'm just joking. The reason I'm going to do this is the problem if you snap this without the ramp being there, you might possibly snap it to the ceiling and not the wall. So Ark Survival Evolved, guys, has 2 snap points when you're dealing with these things the way I was just doing it. Number 1, it'll snap to the ceiling tile. So there is a different height from the ceiling in that. And I'll show you guys in a minute here. Let's see. Let me get this back to where it was. Go right there. Let's put this ramp back in, and there we go. So now we're back up here, but there's a different height. So you see the level of the height. If I was going to snap this to a ceiling tile, I could go higher, and when I'll show you guys in just a moment when I get to round that apart. But let's do a couple of more of these just to do it, so I can show you guys if I was going to continue on to another floor. What I would do would be do it right here, and then right there. So here's out to this floor, and then if I was going to go to another floor, which I'll show you guys, and I'll keep doing it, we'll make a tall cylinder here and I'll show you what I'm saying. So now what you do is you're just going to match this. So whatever's down here is what's going to be here. So those are going to be stone triangles. So you're going to do the triangles out. So whatever's down there is here. So these are all triangles. Alright, all the way to the wall. Alright, and then that is that. Let's go back down. Let's get some more pieces. We need to move this up. Let's grab some ceilings. I'll put these here. I don't need another wall yet. Well, actually I do, so I can show you guys. And then let's grab these. They're going to be super... Oh, no, I can carry them. It's going to be heavy, but we can move. We're moving. We's moving. But you see what I'm doing up here? So this is going to be the same as down here. Whatever the floor, the foundations are is what's going to be on that second floor ceiling tiles. Now, let's do this real quick. Let me take this out so I can show you what I mean. So as you can see, I took it out. So there's two snap points here, like I was saying. And let's just point it here, put it here. You see that? Two snap points. One is the wall snap point. And let's do this. Whoops. And one is, see how it goes up? One's the ceiling. So when you try to snap it, sometimes it'll snap to the ceiling and not this. So sometimes if you take this out, you'll notice you have it snapped to the wrong one because that thing will break. So that's what I mean by the snap points. Now the rest of this stuff is just the ceilings and this. So we're going to do ceilings here, the square ones where they match. And this is where it gets difficult because it gets stupid. Stupid, man. Why does it do that? Why does it want to snap where I don't want it to snap? Huh? That's dumb. Alright, then back to these ceilings. Now, when you get to this part, let's see. You get to the gateway. This is why I left the gateway off so you guys can see this. You see that? Boop. Sometimes it won't snap. You got to make sure you're snapping to the right one. There we go. So now we're snapped there. So here we have the problem here. This is where you're going to have those two different snap points. So if I take this wall, you see how it's not going to snap right? There's just no way. So even on these circle builds with these pieces, you're always going to have a little bit of a difference unless you can do it and make it snap to the other. Now, on superstructures, these guys will snap to the actual gateway. You see how it's even? So we got it there. And let me get another wall. Let's see. Let me grab a couple more walls. Alright. So, but on the regular ones, guys, you're not going to be able to do this. If you're not using superstructures, you're just using regular pieces, what you're going to have to do is it's going to be off a little bit. You're going to have to snap it to the ceiling tile. And that's just how you're going to have to do it. It's just going to be weird because it won't snap right. And the other part too is, just as a side note, I've had this problem before trying to build up on these guys. So what I've had to do is what I just did there. And then you would come down and you would take whatever that is, which is this one, and you go over here. And then what you would have to do is snap these walls down from this. So you'd have to go down, because on the normal pieces you weren't allowed to snap on top of this thing, but you can snap it to the ceiling. I guarantee you can snap it to the ceiling. It does work that way. So it's just not even like superstructures. Superstructures will even it out for you. See how it's not even? I want it on the other one. So let's just take this piece out. Let's see, I might mess up my thing, but let's take this out. So now if I take this piece and snap it, it should snap even, but it's not. Look at that. Which one do I want? I want that one. Bam. And then you have this little gap here. It's just stupid, man. I hate this build dynamic in Arc. You can't just fix it. It's just not going to snap right. So you're going to have this problem here on all the gateways, right? It's just how it goes. Unless you, so you got to decide. Look at that. It broke that other piece, man. You have to decide if you want to have it off-centered there, or you want it on the ceiling where it's off-centered there. So I either want it taller or I want it off on the corners. Look at that one, snapped right. Superstructures for you, baby. So that wasn't a good example because it snapped perfect that time. With superstructure, see, there it is. There you go. So do you want it higher or do you want the gap on the side? Now I want this perfect, so we can take this out. I'm going to try to snap it to this one. So these walls will snap together. And they will be perfect if I do them correctly. Right there. See it? Several snap points. Did it work? I got it. And then we're just going to finish this all the way around, guys. So let me speed this up and then I'll pick you up when I'm done. Alright guys, so as you can see, I have the floor set. Now this is the second floor. Someone was asking me how to do a second floor, and of course you can put windows. I'm just going to do this all out of stone to show you guys. As you can see, I do a little bit different stuff on my own builds, but when I'm just doing something to show you how to do it, I'm just going to make it kind of simple. Let's do the cheat flash so we can take a look at this. Alright, so here we have the gateway and we have a second floor, so it's kind of round. It's not perfectly round, but it is kind of circular. There is no way to get these perfectly round unless you're using the old method with the old pieces, which I don't even know if works anymore. What you used to be able to do is use ceiling tiles, pillars, and fence foundations, and you could offset the pieces where they would snap onto each other. So you could make a perfectly round structure, but with the Homestead Edition and these triangles and squares, you cannot make a perfect circle no matter how you try. I've even tried to do them out of just triangles. It doesn't work. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments, please make them. I do answer people all the time. And I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.